Hi Pisces Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144, very happy, grateful, and ultra blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Pisces, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sterling. And I will go ahead and begin shuffling my cards here. I have them right here. I hope everyone is feeling well and doing your best to take care of yourself and just keep your energy and space protected. Being mindful of your surroundings and just really truly taking that time to take extra good care of yourself right now. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I can just say that I am kind of feeling that what you're feeling. And I feel that with Pisces moons, there's just that ability to be able to kind of pick up and have a tendency to absorb very easily. So I do wish you a good reading and much love and luck and success as you continue to move forward. And I'll do 2 more here. And we'll split the deck. Ooh, that one didn't want to go. There we go. Okay, so let me put this here and we'll split the deck here. And I'll leave this right here. We'll go ahead and get started with the first card here. Wonderful. So we have the King of Swords here. So this is kind of the energy that I was definitely feeling with speaking on just being a water sign, but especially being a Pisces moon, being able to quickly pick up and absorb other people's energies. I feel right now with these energies, and this is a timeless reading, but just in particular right now, there are a lot of people feeling things and going through a lot of transitions and transformations. And I feel you're already not necessarily ahead of the game, but just being a Pisces moon in the forefront, I would say. So with the King of Swords energy here, it's a very intellectual, responsible leader. And just cutting things off right away. I feel like you have been through enough to where you have mastered the utilization of the sword. Very confident, very sure. And I'm getting like a very strong High Priestess energy here as well. Hierophant energy as well. Counterpart energy where you have really truly mastered and found balance within yourself. Those 2 fish, I feel that you're really coming into your own and knowing what it takes to be able to move forward. And so I feel at this point right now, with this being the first card, as the King of Swords, with movement forward, you're having to face things head on and unafraid and quite brave and more than willing to do what is necessary in order to attain your equilibrium, your elevation, and your success. Swords energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting strong Aquarius with this as well. Now this was in the Aquarius moon reading, where the King of Swords was present side by side with the Queen of Cups. So just take that as it resonates. That came to mind as soon as I seen this, and with this being the first card as well. And then seeing the 2 birds here kind of brings me back to that connection. But again, speaking on what you have been through, seeing these butterflies, you have gone through a beautiful transformation for yourself where you're in your own world. And this is totally typical, but I feel like, again, this is like an elevated state where you're even more into your own world. And not necessarily, you're just unbothered. You're not willing to take on what you've taken on in the past, because I think you've realized, how much that really affects your movement forward and what it is that you wish to see for yourself in your life. So I would just say you've come a long way and you're taking a strong stance and utilizing this King of Swords energy here. Now, this could be you or this could be someone else that's present and making a strong statement in your realm. And with the pink, I'm getting cotton candy. So some of you may like cotton candy. Make sure that's straight there. And let's go ahead and see what the second card is. So, as I'm looking at this and connecting this to what I was channeling, I feel that this is a different energy. I feel that you may be utilizing this energy, but I do feel like this is what you are currently representing, what you have been through. That speaks to everything that I was just channeling. I could feel it. And as much as, like you're very strong. You're very strong. I feel that, being in this lifetime with the Pisces moon energy, that you are here for a designed purpose where you are not necessarily here to endure this kind of pain, but I feel out of all the signs with the spirituality of being a Pisces and having that Piscean energy, that this is something that's a part of the journey. And so I feel that also too, with you having experienced so much, not in just this lifetime, but in many other lifetimes, that you're kind of bossed up when it comes to these Ten of Swords. And it's almost like this is like acupuncture pretty much. Like at first I would say, the first few rounds when you were going through a spiritual awakening and coming into the realization of, some real true hard facts about situations, about people, about life overall in general. Just seeing, how cold it can really be. I'm seeing these as like little icebergs here, these rocks. And with the hills here that are kind of in the color of like ice form, like it's like a cold, cold world that, you have had to be in. But this is all making you that true Piscean that you really are. It's helping you come into your own for real, for real. And I do feel that, like I'm seeing this as a dark moon type energy, that there's just some really major transformations that are taking place for you. I would say over the last few years with these moon cycles that we've had that have been a little bit more intense and significant in this life. And the reason why I was laughing is because, like, when I said, you're just bossed up on this, she's just laying here, has a sword all in her throat, all throughout her body, but she's still hanging out, chilling on her phone. It's like all is well because you know what it is now. It's like your purpose and you're prepared for it and you're ready for it. So I would relate this King of Swords energy to that, but seeing this here, I'm getting these as like separate energies, but still being able to combine as one. And so I do feel like this is an energy present that's making a statement in your realm. And this being more representative of you. And again, we have that swords energy there with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I just think this card to me is so dope because it's like, You know, it's being able to withstand anything, and really having, it shows, it's testament to the amount of strength that you really have within you. So even if you feel, you know, like this, all these swords here are like times, you know, 20 or whatever, you're able to withstand this because of the gift that you've been given, because of who you are in this lifetime, because of the purpose that is designed for you. And then with the 10, that's speaking on an ending. And so again, we're coming into another cycle. And I just feel that you're changing with this cycle. Like, it's not going to be the same. It's never the same with you, I feel. You know, whereas, you know, there may be some other signs that go through cycles, but continue to go through the same thing, really unchanging. And I would say probably because it's not as intense, what one has to endure here with this 10 of Swords. So coming upon, or coming after the 10 of Swords, we're coming into full stage where, you know, we've learned our lessons. We're taking the love and the lessons from a situation, and it's possibly having to deal with a King of Swords energy, where there's been some backstabbing, betrayal, some heartache, heartbreak. But it's like you're on your phone again, like on to the next, like, okay, what's up for me now, because I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for greater. I know that what I'm going through right now is just making me stronger so that I can move forward even more towards my destiny and what's designed for me. It's like living in the moment, regardless of the swords energy that you've had to endure. And so again, that 10 breaks down to a 1, which, you know, coming from that full status brings us into a ace, an ace experience. And so there is a new beginning that's on the horizon here. It's just having to go through the dark night of the soul here. And again, this could be your energy here, taking on that King of Swords energy because of this 10 of Swords energy here that's present. Being prepared and being able to take this on as it comes. Because you know what, while I think about it too, which is what's coming to me is that it may not have just been like one sword at one time. This could have been where you actually had like an experience of receiving like all these swords at one time. Take it as it resonates. All right, so and then with this being the second card, I would say this is related to second house energy, also with the sacral chakra energy as well. So having something to do with you know, something that has to do with your creativity and passion, or things that you may be trying to do, part of your purpose. So let's see what the third card is. Oh goodness. So I've with this following the 10 of Swords, I feel like with these, I'm definitely getting like these possibly being two separate energies. So it's possible that with this energy present here and going through this 10 of Swords, this is automatically speaking to the end of a cycle and something being brought down. Something being experienced, possibly having to do with the King of Swords, where there was this intense heartache, backstabbing, betrayal, deception, and the Tower coming in because of what you've endured. Almost like you bringing in the Tower because you were so willing to be able to take on this because you know that it's going to make you better. Also, too, because going through a new cycle, just as I said, you know, not every person goes through a cycle and says, okay, I want to do better. They continue to go through the same repetitive cycles. I feel this Tower is coming in to break down the structure of what has brought about this 10 of Swords in the first place, which may have something to do with this King of Swords, who has also gone through, I would say, again, that transformational energy. And if these are two separate energies, I just feel like even though this is a king, that cotton candy, I don't know why, it just, because it's cotton candy, it may be part of this deception where there was an energy coming off as a King of Swords energy, but still being in a childlike state of behavior. And then having to go through that once they, you know, put that energy out there where, you know, it came and affected not just this person, but you as well, that this brought about the onset of a transformation for them as well. And so this King of Swords energy may not even be necessarily one to cut off. I feel like this may even be more of a portrayal. And kind of rising through this cotton candy stuff. And then, you know, when they portray what they want to, they're able to swoop back down into this portal and go back into this cotton candy energy. I hope that makes sense. And so seeing that pink there too with this pink shirt here, I feel like it's like almost like realm hopping. And there's an end that's being put to this, where I feel it's more felt for an energy between these two, more so than the other, which I would say, this card is just off the charts, where I would say that with this experience here, and the butterflies and the transformation, where this energy is going through a Ten of Swords but still totally unbothered, all up in their cell phone, I would say that these are corresponding here, where this King of Swords energy is experiencing this tower in this manner, and this Ten of Swords energy, which I do deem as you just kind of, you know, experiencing this particular energy, falling away from this structure because it's not stable. It's not something that can be built upon in a positive manner that's going to bring about what it is that's meant for you and your purpose and your destiny. And the same for this person as well, where this I definitely feel is like almost like a death and a rebirth for this particular energy. So there may be some Scorpio energy with this particular energy as well. And then also too, seeing that crown here on this side here. So that would even more correspond to this relating to this King of Swords energy here. And this being more relative and being more ordained with the lightning coming from the divine, helping to bring down this tower here. With all, I feel like, you know, these yellow specks are just all kinds of truths coming down to be able to help both of these individuals, so that this structure is no longer being a facade in either party's lives. And then too, with the darkness there, the dark night of the soul, just totally getting that energy there. And so, yeah, as we hear Lupe Fiasco, the show goes on. But the show's going on where this structure, this faulty structure, is being brought down, so that you, and it's, you know, seeing this particular energy in their phone, that may have something to do with that creative new beginning, that ace beginning, something that has to do with technology as well. And so this is already the onset of beginning something new and building a stable foundation and a stable structure, so that this tower can come in and something can be built anew. And then with this energy overall, the number 16, that breaks down to a 7, which is bringing me back to the divine, and just saying that even though, you know, this looks nasty, it's meant to happen. So everything that's happened has happened for a reason. And excuse me, it's happened for the best. Whether, you know, because it definitely doesn't appear to be, but it's happening for the best for everyone involved. Everyone involved. We're all connected. And I was getting, that's more of that ice energy there, just being in a cold setting, and this just not, you know, this stuff being built on foundation that's just rocky and cold and pointy and dangerous. All right, so let's move on to the fourth card. And whatever the fourth card is, I'm getting that this is going to be related to Cancerian energy, dealing with matters of the family and the home. And this is going to fall underneath the King of Swords. So it's possible that this King of Swords energy is going through transformation, having to deal with old cycles where they have been brought up, dealing with things related to their childhood or what they've been taught or what they've known, the cycles that have come about within their generation, dealing with family. And they may like the color purple and pink. The Chariot. So yeah, I feel that this is definitely movement forward towards a new way of being, a new way of life. I feel that this almost like, because I was talking about the portal here and the portrayal of things. And so it's possible to, with the presence here and the Chariot falling underneath the King of Swords, that this may just be the energy that they had taken on. Like, I'm not getting like movement forward towards the better. I'm getting like this is part of the portrayal I feel that I was getting when I was speaking on that King of Swords. Almost like they feel like they have to be a certain way. And seeing the two moons here where they're opposite of each other rather than turning inwards towards each other, I just feel like it's not something that is really representative of who they are. I feel like it's less than who they are. And so I feel like this Chariot energy, excuse me, I feel like this Chariot energy is presenting the energy of having a soulmate, knowing about that energy, but not really being a part of that because of what one feels like they have to be in a certain lifestyle. And so it's almost like air energy is used to be able to communicate. So this could be telepathic energy. And then this is that childlike energy that I was getting. Like, I feel like this Chariot and the meaning of what the actual Chariot is, like, this is movement as far as, like, I would say career or something that they, again, something I feel that they have to do, but they're not necessarily wanting to do it. It's less than who they are. And the reason I say that too, I noticed that the wand that's being held by this individual is, it's a lot smaller than this sword here. And then, like, if you can see, like, the difference in, like, the skin tone and the hairdo, like, these are totally different looking individuals, but I do feel that they're one and the same. It's just one I feel is representing more of a bad boy, bad girl energy type, where there's elevation in telepathic communication, but it's also not necessarily of an integral nature, because there's, again, just a total front, I feel, with this energy here that's present, where you've had to experience this in both realms. And just take that as it resonates. But I do feel that you have experienced seeing this and not really paying attention. Like, you're in an elevated state. And so I feel like, you know, the stuff that is involved with this particular person and what they choose to do, like, you don't dive into that. You don't delve into that. You're totally in that telepathic state where you're able to tap in. This person's able to tap in. And that's where the communication is. And this is being brought to an end. And I hope that makes sense. And then seeing, like, the black and white, and then the Egyptian, I'm getting, like, Egyptian type vibes. It's just, it's almost like I'm just getting, like, an overall misrepresentation. And then with this 7 here, That's another 7 that we have. And so I feel like this is the message from the divine that's speaking and bringing this stuff to light, that's helping to bring the structure down. So it's just like a double impact of the 7, not only on this elevated state, but also I would say this is the 3D. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. This energy here is in 3D state. And that 7 is being carried from that tower to this energy here, speaking more to the energy that we see here, where there's transformation that needs to be brought in because of certain behaviors here with this particular energy. And then the Chariot card is also Cancerian energy as well, with the number 7 too. That's dealing with the zodiac sign of Libra, and Libra is having to deal with justice. So there is a good amount of justice, I feel, that is being brought in with this Tower energy as well, where there's definitely an end that's being put to this here, so that this 10 of Swords can be moved on from. So pretty much no more of it. And I think that is all I'm getting from that card. So let's go ahead and go into the 5th card. 5s are all about change. Yeah, let's just go ahead and see. Okay, so yeah, I would say I'm definitely feeling like this is going to be 3D level, where this is higher realm energy here, and whatever realm that is for you, just take that as it resonates. But this is how you're being represented in the 3D. I feel this Queen of Pentacles here is very stable. So stable. Again, like I said, with this 10 of Swords, this could come at you all at one time. You've bossed up so much and been through quite enough as a Pisces moon, that your energy, and you may be, depending on what your rising is, excuse me, let me drink my tea here. Depending on what your rising, excuse me, or your sun is, it's, I would say, very close to Earth energy, which is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And your polar opposite is Virgo. So there's a definite energy there. But again, your rising sign or your sun sign may be significant in how you're seen in the 3D here. Beginning to the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, very stable, responsible, abundant, loving, caring, very, I would say, into their coins and the effort that they put into what they do. They make sure that, you know, there's an abundant return. And not necessarily to make sure, but you know that you're not going to waste your time on anything that isn't going to produce results. And so I feel that, you know, this offer, there's an ace here, there's a pentacle here. And this is what I was speaking on with this 10 of Swords going into a new ace. With this Queen of Pentacles facing towards this Chariot here, I feel that this 10 of Swords is dealing with a pentacle offer that possibly was made to this energy here. And something happened, whatever happened, that brought about this 10 of Swords energy here for this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this white bunny here is to let you know that you're always going to be protected and in a state of abundance because of your purpose here on this earth. And then also too, I'm just getting like very strong Capricorn energy here, where there's been quite a bit of experience with Pentacles energy, not just in this lifetime, but other lifetimes as well. And then that orange here is bringing me back to the sacral chakra energy that I was speaking on, having to deal with your creativity and passion. So there's something that, you know, you've built and that you are beginning. I feel anew after there's been a Ten of Swords energy here. That's this ace here. I feel where you're able to regenerate and recreate and begin again, you know, like at this point, almost like it's nothing. And so I feel at one point there was an Ace of Pentacles that was offered to this energy here, and then it possibly was denied, not taken, ignored. And this brought about a Ten of Swords energy where this Tower is being brought in from all energy, from every action that was taken, but also with help from the divine. But this is a very beautiful, very loving, caring, nurturing, responsible, level-headed, grounded, and abundant energy here, where I feel seeing these mountains here that kind of remind me of the coldness and being in the cold world, where you're able to do your grounding in a very special place. And you're able to, with that Pisces energy, I feel like, you know, you're just able to automatically tune all that out that's necessary and tune in to what's important to you. And with the white here, seeing this around the arm and the wrist as well, I feel that this is just speaking to the divinity and the embrace of what you have gained from the divine and the promise that is destined for you. So, you know, even if you have made this offer where it's been denied, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I feel you're so powerful that you're able to regenerate this ace with ease nowadays. I would say, you know, probably in the past you had to go through quite a bit of transformations in order to get to this Queen of Pentacles energy here. Excuse me. And you're just full of love, very loving. I would say, you know, your heart chakra is open, and in the past you may not have been able to have been so open and kind and caring after going through, you know, a few Ten of Swords cycles, I feel. But as you continue to go through that, you realize not everyone is the same, and that you're just more than willing to, like, the love that you put into yourself, that's going to show in the outer, and that opportunity is going to always present itself to you for a new beginning. I'm gonna drink some more of my tea here. Oh my goodness. I usually don't get like this where my throat chakra is being affected. And it's possible, you know, there may be some things that need to be said in order to have some closure with these cycles coming to an end and new beginnings coming about. And also, too, both of these energies are facing towards the past, also towards the west direction, with me facing it. And the west is about transformation. So I just feel like the actions overall are bringing about transformation, where this stuff, like I said before, has to happen in order for us to become better individuals. I'll move this here so we can get that 6th card. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. And so with the 6th card, that's going to be Virgo energy, which again is your polar opposite. And I feel that's going to be pretty significant with that being next to the Queen of Pentacles, speaking to an initiation of what's to come once any kind of reflection on the past has been dealt with, has been healed from, and we're moving into the Ace, with that tower energy being present to bring about a new structure, a new beginning, and the ability to begin building a new foundation. So the sixth card we have is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like at this stage that this is kind of speaking to what it is that you're going to take care of and what you're going to hold on to. And that brings me back to the four energy that I was speaking on, dealing with the Cancerian energy, learning, possibly, learning a lesson from this energy here and what it means as far as the family and the home. And so as this tower has taken place, what has happened in the 3D may have to do with some withholding as well, where you have kind of transmuted that energy and are learning the lesson from that experience and holding on tight to what it is that you have built and what you have gained, because you've come a long way. You've been through a lot of these Ten of Swords energies, where you have now come into this Queen of Pentacles energy, have made offers with your Ace of Pentacles, and the cycles are going to stop. Four of Pentacles falling under the tower with this, I do deem this as being 3D energy. This tower energy being present here, I feel this is the overall finale of all of this. And there's going to be no more looking to the past, whereas you can see this Four of Pentacles here is looking straight on. This energy here looking straight on, not looking towards the past, not looking towards the future. This energy here towards the past. This energy now, after, I would say, this tower energy, realizing what's important to them. And I definitely do see this as being your energy as well, just because these energies are matching, and that yellow Jupiter energy of abundance energy was kind of sticking out as well. And I'm seeing that here overall present, along with the heart chakra energy here with that green. And then again with that four, dealing with matters of the home. And the Cancerian energy of being in that loving state, that nurturing state, but being protective, in a protective state of what is truly value, what true value is to you. And so this, I do feel this Four of Pentacles energy again is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And that Virgo energy, I feel, is definitely tied into you and just what you are not willing to go through again, no longer wanting to go through experiences where there's been a gloss over or too much reflection, facing things head on. With the glasses here, I would say, you're more wise and hip to the game, and you know better. And once you know better, you can do better. And so I feel like this is a very strong statement about the beginning of your foundation. And that four also kind of speaking to the square type of foundation, where there's going to be that Four of Wands energy there too, which also speaks to stability and coming together as a family, with, I would say with someone, now that you have, began this structure here. And I was getting that Four of Wands, where that structure is going to be built with those wands. So I would say Two of Wands energy being present with another Two of Wands once you have begin building the structure here with this Four of Pentacles. Just really holding on tight to what you have and being protective of what you've built. And seeing it being far away from the city. This may also have something to do with, I would say, not necessarily being in the suburbs, but being away from city life. So wherever that may be for you, if that resonates. I would also say too, like I'm seeing this as kind of a tombstone, kind of speaking to that tower energy of putting something to rest and sitting on it to make sure, it doesn't happen again as well, and that you're building anew with that new regenerated pentacle. On the glasses, I'm just getting like very strong intelligence and wisdom that you have gained going through this experience here. And then seeing the pentacle here above the head too, just being very headstrong and wise. Again, I feel like that's speaking to the wisdom that one has gained, and using that wisdom also too, where you're going to have success with what it is that you've experienced as well. So nothing here was in vain. Everything happened for a greater reason, and I feel that you're going to definitely benefit off of that. And seeing the pinnacles underneath the feet, this just kind of speaks to me about like everything that you touch, everywhere that you move is turning to gold. And I feel like you're very hip to that as well, and just very protective of your surroundings and, you know, your surroundings outside of the city, you know, being in that space of your own, and just being mindful of who it is that you share your space with, who you know, who you're around, and how much time you spend on a particular energy or energies. So just taking really good care of yourself and being protective so that you have this foundation that not only is for you, but for your future generations as well. So I think that's lovely, and I think that's great for that being the 6th card, and also being underneath the tower there. All right, so Pisces moons. This was your reading. Let's go ahead and flip and see what's on the bottom. Right. And the reason I say right, I feel that it's more of this energy here. I don't feel that this is you because of the wisdom that's gained and the structure that you're building, the tower that's been brought in from what you have experienced. I do feel that this 5 of Cups energy belongs to this King of Swords, Chariot, Cancerian energy here. And all I can say about that, with this 5 of Cups, that was speaking to that 5 that I brought up before when we got to the 5th card. This 5 of Cups is dealing with, I would say, the loss of not having you anymore in their lives, is what I'm getting. Facing things head on, I was getting this energy here. But if you remember, I had spoken on being able to portray a certain thing. I feel with that Cancerian energy, that water energy that they have, being able to be mutable and almost like a magician type energy as well, where this has been hidden. This energy has been hidden. They come off a certain way in more ways than one, but this is really, I feel, how this energy is feeling overall with this 5 of Cups energy, feeling at a loss, having this 2 of Cups energy and not really appreciating it because they've been so focused on the spilling of these cups here. And so I would say all around, it's just not. And notice too, they're surrounded with the yellow, which speaks to abundance. So being abundant, but just being in a state with, you know, there's just darkness all around because they're focused on these cups here, but then they're also neglecting the 2 cups here. And that was what I was speaking to on that 10 of Swords energy, that possible being neglected or ignored. But I do feel like this is that energy here. And this may have something to do with, I would say, California or London as I look at this bridge here. And just the energy that they bring, like they have the possibility to bring, you know, abundance, not only within themselves, which I feel that they do have with the strength of these energies here, but I feel overall because of their focus and where it has been probably, you know, for far too long, that the skies are just gray and dreary, and there may be some sadness, a lot of sadness and possible depression, a lot of tears, some change that needs to take place. And because this energy has been in this state and these experiences have happened for everybody involved, I feel that they're going through this transformation. This is the stage of a transformation where they can either stay in this energy or, you know, turn around and begin to move forward in a way that's going to be more beneficial for them, to help them grow and become better individuals and, you know, what they've brought about with this energy here. Because happiness is a choice. And then Cups energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't know if I said that before, but so, and you know, you could be utilizing some of this energy too. I'm not necessarily getting that. I do feel, you know, with the Tower energy, and these could be mirroring energies too, but I don't feel like, I feel with the Four of Pentacles being present here and just the strong presence that's here and the amount of strength that I was getting just from this Four of Pentacles energy with this Tower being brought in, I don't feel like this is you, especially with the Ten of Swords here and being in your phone, you know, with the swords all over your body. And then the Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm just not getting that. Where you may have felt this way at one point, like I said before too, you know, you've probably been through this a long time ago and you're not necessarily ahead of the game, but you've been through it. You've been through it to where this no longer is something that you choose to stay in. You know better. When you know better, you do better. So I'll go ahead and leave that there. Pisces moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful for you, that this brought some enlightenment, some insight, just to let you know that, you know, all is going to be well. It always is. And that with this Four of Pentacles and this Tower here, I would say, you know, the Ace is upcoming. You're able to regenerate and handle things like a boss. You know better and you're doing better. And this is that Four of Pentacles energy here in this 3D state, bringing about this Tower here as well. It's time for change, and you're ready for change, and change away from this because you're this and deserve to be matched that. So again, I thank you so much for being here. I send you all my love. I send you all the best. I send everyone, you know, great love and speedy healing and positive change and movement towards the better. Everybody take great care. I love you. Peace.